Hello, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scaryish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace, this is Adam Diaz, and we're here to read you folks some homegrown horrors.
Indeed,
Adam,
we are.
Why don't you go into the details of what those are and stuff?
Homegrown horrors are stories, really they're emails that you wonderful folks have sent to us. It's something that's either happened to you, a friend, a family member, a loved one, whatever the case may be, that's spooky, paranormal, sometimes just coincidental, sometimes true crime, sometimes, as some folks put it, spiritual. However it is, you want to share it with us. We appreciate it, and we share them on the show once we're given permission from you wonderful folks. Robin, if someone out there had a story like that they'd like to send in, where can they send it?
So, if you have any stories of that nature, go ahead and email us, storytime@scaryish.com. You can also go to our website, scaryish.com. There's a contact us page on there. You fill out that form, and it gets to us that way. We also have a whole bunch of different social media outlets you can also reach out to us at. So, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff.
Indeed. So tonight we have 4 emails we're going to read. 2 short, 2 medium to long ones. I've been told they're good by Spooky Mom, who is mending and good enough to do the editing yet again. So shout out to Sam one more time for filling in for Spooky Mom when she was under the weather and recovering. But we have Spooky Mom back, so shout out to her for, 1, always being there for us, and 2, hope that she's healing nicely. I mean, we are monitoring her pretty closely, so we know that she's doing pretty well. She's downstairs watching Below Deck Mediterranean right now, which is just like her television drug of choice, so to speak.
The thing about that show is you sit down and it just pulls you in.
You're just like, this is
and
so
you're just
dumb.
Trapped in the drama, and you're
and
like,
then
why
3
did this
episodes
happen?
later, you're like, I can't believe Ben fucked Hannah. That's crazy. What a whore. Meaning Ben, not Hannah, by the way. So it's just it's a weird show, but I enjoy it.
Show.
I think the first email is going to be read by Robin this evening, so I will turn it over to her.
Me?
Yeah, that's who I was talking to.
Wait, what were you saying?
You're reading the first email tonight. Holy shit balls. I would, however, like to point out, since we're just taking this really quick break from reality, I don't think either of us have an alcoholic drink today. We've been working pretty hard the last 2 days. You did get an alcoholic drink?
Yeah, I just grabbed one of the
I have
ones.
water and coffee. So treat your drink redemptions as hydrates, and I'll probably wind up refunding you the points at the end if it'll let me. But yeah, fun stuff. I'd also like to point out that I did get my hair cut. So I went in there and I talked to Robin right before I went in. I was like, I am going to take the sides really short again. I'm not sure how it'll look if I have her faded in with my super long hair on top. And Robin was like, just cut it. For the love of God, just cut it. So I was like, all right. So I went in there and I told her, like, take about half of it off. Not sure how much I need to take off. She's like, do you just want me to make it look good? I was like, yes, please. So that's what she did, and I'm pretty happy with it. And Robin's just staring at it like she hates it right now. So
there's stuff sticking. I don't know why it's like sticking forward.
I didn't do it. This is my hair with like nothing in it, and it's just like I woke up today, I just ran it under some water, and I was like, cool, it's good to go now. So yeah, that's why. So cool, fun stuff. Just want to let y'all know status of Adam's hair.
Nice. Yeah.
And all right, now I'll let you take over and do that wonderful first email of the show transition.
All right, so this first email here comes from Amber, and it goes like this. Hey, y'all. Hey. What's funny is I literally have a mug at work that just says, hey, y'all on it. Because why not?
That is funny.
Yes, I'm back again, but when you read my last email, I flipped out. So here are my next couple of stories for a while. But first question, what's worse, vanishing voices or a vanishing spider?
Voices. It all depends. Where are the voices coming from? If it's an unknown source, then I go with vanishing voices.
If I saw a big spider, though, and it just scurried somewhere and disappeared, I would freak out.
A spider is real, you know? So it's like something you could hunt down if you needed to. Plus, like, spiders aren't really all that interested in attacking humans. If it's like a black widow spider, then I'd be a little bit scared. For the most part, they're just there to, like, find a corner to make a web in and eat bugs.
What about a brown recluse?
Yeah, I wouldn't be okay with that. I'd burn the house down. So, yeah, those are my answers for that one.
Yeah, I don't know about vanishing voices, because, I mean, I could say something and then stop saying it.
And that's a vanishing voice. I could be on an iceberg floating away being like, you're not my guy, buddy. And technically, that's a vanishing voice, too, so.
All right. Well, I've experienced both. Every now and then, when I walk downstairs, I'll pass the living room and hear voices as if the TV was on. But when I go into the living room, the TV will be off and the voices will stop. This happens quite often to me, and though it doesn't scare me as much anymore, it frightened me so much as a child. I think it might just be my stupid brain playing tricks on me and hopefully not ghosts. That is a little strange. There's a lot of people when they go to certain hotels that are supposedly haunted. It's like we hear what sounds like a ball or something going, like a party going on in this room, and then when they open up the door to the ballroom or whatever, it's empty.
When you said ball, I totally thought you were talking about like a kid bouncing a ball in the hallway or something.
But I could totally see that being super creepy. Now on to vanishing spiders. One day, I saw a spider crawling around on my calendar and decided to grow up and kill it myself. After staring at it for about 10 minutes, that's a long time to just stare at a spider.
That is a long time.
I finally grabbed it and crushed it with a tissue. Something in the back of my mind told me something was off about this. I slowly unfolded the tissue and saw absolutely nothing. It was clean. I never saw the spider fall or move as I crushed it, so I have no clue what happened. I always do that. If I, like any bug, say it's a fly or a spider or, I don't know, a silverfish or whatever, if I crush it with a tissue paper or whatever, I always open to check if I got it.
Right.
But that is terrifying. If it was a spider, I would imagine it jumped, you know?
I just imagine it's out there plotting my inevitable demise, so.
Jumping spiders freak me out because they jump so fast. Spiders in general, I don't know. Anyway, this was the first, but not the only time that this has happened. Another day, I watched a spider crawl across my wall and onto the frame of a picture in my room. I called my dad in because...
Look at this photograph.
Because I was still... I called my dad in because I was, and still am, frightened of spiders. He grabs a tissue and I show him where it is. He looks at me and says, "I think that's just dust." He goes on and crushes it with his tissue anyway, and sure enough, there was nothing in the tissue. Again, I saw that spider, or whatever it was, crawling around on the wall. Really hoping this is all a trick of my mind. This has only happened a couple times, but it's still super freaky. Anyway, those are my stories, and I'll hold off on writing for a while. Stay safe and healthy, spooky friends, and happy Pride. Bye.
Well, thank you for sending it in.
Yes, happy Pride indeed.
You don't have to hold off on sending in your stories. You can always just send them in. We've had multiple people send in stuff, a whole bunch, and all on top of each other, and there's nothing wrong with that. So.
Spiders are very weird, because some are very easy to kill, like daddy longlegs. It's just, they kind of just dry up and die. You know, have you ever seen that? Like daddy longlegs?
Where they curl up?
Yeah, and they just die.
I mean, that's how they die. I don't know if like they're easy to kill because of that.
But some spiders just are invincible, and you try and get them and smack them with whatever, and they just don't die. I don't know. That's just my theory of the fucking insects and arachnids. Who knows?
I think the more terrified you are of it, the harder it is to kill it. I don't understand.
I can see that.
I completely understand that spiders are super important to the ecosystem and all those other things, but I'm definitely super scared of spiders. So
yeah. My biggest fear is stuff crawling into my ear.
Yeah, she always says that she's afraid of that.
It's such a paranoid fear of mine, is stuff crawling into my ear. Like, I will wake up randomly in the middle of the night and just shove my finger in my ear, scratching at it because I think something crawled in there. And I've woken up with my ear bleeding before because I've scratched it so hard in the middle of the night.
She woke up so viciously scratching her ear like about a week ago. It shocked me awake. Like, are you okay? Like, I thought something bit her. And she had a dream that something crawled into her ear. So I was like, oh, totally makes sense now. That's terrifying. Let's go back to sleep. So right on. Thank you so much for sending that in. All right. Let's look over to Stream Chat and talk to you folks for the first time tonight where we're actually interacting. I did see that there was some spam going on in the chat and people were begging for some moderators, and that Glitch has arrived to go ahead and take care of that. Yep. Fun stuff. We've been getting more of those lately, so I'm just going to go ahead and see what I can do from my end. I don't think a whole lot from this restream chat, but I'll try and block this as much as I can. Let me scroll to the top. First person in either channel was over there on YouTube. It was Erica, and they said, "Hi." What up, Erica? I Am Beef Trainer appears to be the first person in the Twitch chat. People just saying hello and hi, and then commenting on the battles that were taking place. I guess Vivian popped in during the pre-show and said they can't stay long. They're hanging out with their mom and then left, so thank you for joining us and leaving us.
Fieldox says, "What happened to you? Why do you have a mustache now? And I haven't been on here for fear of being too paranoid." Yeah, he's had a mustache for, I don't know, a couple months maybe?
It's about 3 or 4 months at this point. I grew in my quarantine beard. Then I shaved my quarantine beard and left the mustache for funsies. And I just sort of kept it. And I got a new job. and they've never seen me without it. And I mentioned to someone like the other day, like, I don't normally have a mustache, and it was my boss, and my boss was like, I haven't shaved my mustache in 30 years. He's like, that's just something that you just can't do. So I was like, he's going to freak out the day I shave my mustache. I can always grow it back, though. It's like it'll come back in like a month, so.
Actually, Faison says, one of our mics might be set a little high. They can
I already
hear...
adjusted it.
You already did? Okay. Ooh, you're so fast. Look at you. Field Docs also says, anyway, I still like the way you look.
Aw, thank you.
It's so nice. Just read the spam.
Jay Valor's there over in YouTube. Hello. Emily is also there. Says they're going to do the question of the week. Since Vivian's not here, says question of the week. If you could spend a month with a celebrity, who would it be? I don't know. That's a pretty good question. Emily says mine would be Flamingo/Albert. I do not know who that is.
Do you have the Twitch redemptions up?
They're not there right now because I was messing with stuff. If you want to read some chat, I can get it up, though.
Okay. Field Doc says, to let you know how long I've been gone, the last time I was in one of your podcasts, y'all were drinking wine. I feel like I haven't drank wine in
a while.
Before quarantine.
We don't have any redemptions. We just have the normal alerts.
Did you already read all the subs?
Nope, because, you were reading a story. So I'll go ahead and give shout-outs, though. We had a few things happen when we were off the air. Shout out to Jennifer_NA, who followed us when we were off the air, along with Sir Num Num 13, which is just a great name, who also followed us. Shout out to I'm What's for Dinner, who resubscribed for the 7th month. Said, hello, I would like to purchase one Bane, please. All right. Cat Beatrix resubscribed for the 6th month in a row, the 16th month total. Good Lord, Thank you so much, Cat Beatrix. Lady M resubscribed for the 8th month and said, 8 months? Woo! Emanon just donated 500 bits. Thank you so much, Emanon. And I am caught up on the alerts.
Did you already read the I'm What's for Dinner one?
Yes, I did.
Okay, sorry.
If you're not going to pay attention, stop backseat podcasting. All right, that is good to go. I got the redemptions up right there, and I'll continue to scroll through and see what's going on over there in the chat.
Emanon says, we are back in Pennsylvania. Woo woo!
Congratulations.
Nice. Let's see. Scroll.
Well, apparently Emily also had to leave, so I guess none of the kids are going to join us tonight, which means we can use the swear words.
Wow.
Christina said, sup, spooky peeps? What up, Christina? Thank you for joining us.
Kat says, there are spiders everywhere in my house. Adam probably would not enjoy being here since I just let them chill. How?
Just like, I understand leaving them, but it's just so haunting to me.
I'm big on the pest control. I'm just like...
She's also big on being a pest. There's only room in the house for one, and it's her.
Yeah, I don't know. You do a pretty good job. All right.
Christina says, something weird I read is if you see a spider on Halloween, it's a loved one who passed on coming back to visit you. That is really, really nice spider propaganda that you're sharing, and it's kind of terrifying. Just kidding.
ASB Bunny says, morning all. Hello.
What up? Thank you for joining us.
All the way from Australia. Boop, boop. I'm What's for Dinner says, hey, Robin, if you shove your finger in your ear, wouldn't that just shove the spider deeper? Yes.
But it would kill it.
But Sleeping Me is just scared. Okay.
Sean over there
Sleeping
on YouTube
Me
says,
is like, holy fuck.
Hello. And Christina greeted them warmly. I am caught up on YouTube chat. There's not a whole lot going on over there right now.
I watched a movie the other day. I wish I remembered what it was called.
She watches so many movies.
It had Renee Zellweger in it. Zellweger?
That's how you say it. I'm pretty sure you got it.
And the girl that played the chick from Silent Hill. The little girl from Silent Hill.
I don't know who the little girl would be.
But they were both in it. They were like the main characters in it. And what's his name that plays the Rocket Raccoon?
Oh, Bradley Cooper?
Yeah, he's also in it. But there's a scene in it where
the Rocket. I was like, you mean like an Apollo 13?
No. But he's in it, and at some point, wasps start coming out of his ear. And I was watching this movie, and it freaked me out. I was just it was so gross. It was awful.
Jay Valor says, if you guys like gore, I can send you the picture of my dad's fingers after being bit by a brown recluse. Not a huge fan on gore. I think I will pass, but I don't know. There might be some people out there that might let you know they want to see it. So.
What's funny is my statics professor got into a bicycle accident of some sorts. His hand got caught in his chain or something like that, and it like ripped off parts. And after he got his hand all fixed and whatever and started teaching again, he pulled up the picture of what his hand looked like afterwards, and we're all sitting there like, what the fuck is this? Because it was like bloody and gross and and I don't know, he didn't teach statics the next semester, just saying. Anyway,
Goofy Cure over there on YouTube says, I love you guys. We love you too. Thank you for joining us.
Emanon says, did you guys show it yet? We haven't shown anything.
We have 2 things to show.
We have 2 things to unpack today for you guys, and we're going to do that after the second story in between, like the halfway point, after the commercial break. And it's just some Patreon stuff, and then something one of the spooky friends, Emanon, in our chat has sent us. So we'll do that in a little bit. If you guys please stick around and check that out.
So yeah, we had some technical issues on Sunday night with our equipment where basically everything stopped working. I had to figure out a way to get stuff working again, and I'm still waiting on an email back from the people who are the technical support for a bunch of the equipment that I've purchased, because it's like the drivers all failed. So we've had to make some minor adjustments and figure out some ways to get the volume working properly. So yeah, that's why the levels are a little bit off today, but for the most part, they're pretty much matching up with where they need to be. So I'll be moving it back and forth as I notice any issues throughout the show.
Let's see. Cat Beatrix says, got a lot of daddy long legs indoors and some brown widows along with widow jumping spiders basic garden spiders. The ones that scare me are the
little black
zip spiders.
Are they the little black jumping spiders?
What? The ones that
Never
scare
mind.
me?
I don't even know I'm trying to talk to you today. Like, everything I say to you, you're like,
I literally said
what?
The zip spiders.
I don't know what a zip spider is, so I asked for clarification
it's
by
like a
saying...
spider that's like that big.
Okay.
And they make huge webs, and on the web they do like thicker little white squigglies all over their web. Like,
so they're not the little black jumping ones.
No, these things are huge, and they're everywhere back in Hawaii where... I grew up, like, they would just make spider webs on the balconies and stuff like that, and they're so scary. And I don't know if they can actually hurt you or whatever, but they're huge and menacing, and they freak me out. I don't know. Anyway, just more talk about spiders. I'm Beef Trainer has an allergy to spiders and anything in the arachnid family, including ticks. That's cool. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's not cool, but that is interesting because I've never heard of anyone actually being allergic to spiders, and that includes like their spider webs and the spider silk and stuff like that too.
That is super interesting.
That's cool. Not cool. Interesting. It's horrible that you are allergic to those things, but very interesting that I did not know that was a thing.
Christina Vasquez says, have you guys seen banana spiders? I have most definitely seen banana spiders. They're huge. I hate them. They're like really long, and they have those carapaces that are just really, I don't know, shiny, and they're kind of terrifying. I have a friend who we were like playing ditch when I was a kid, and we went to hide in my friend's barn, and I knew that barn had tons of spiders in it, and we walked into this barn, and I turned around to see him, and he was looking up, and as he looked up, he lowered his head, and it was this banana spider like the size of my hand coming down in a web, just like doing that thing with its legs, and it landed like right between us so that our eyes like met, and when they met I could just see he was then arachnophobic. Like, he screamed and he ran out of that barn, and like through all of high school after that, when people would say anything about spiders, he'd be like, I can't fucking talk about spiders. It's like, there's this time in John's barn, Diaz was there, ask Diaz about it. Like, it was the moment that just traumatized him beyond belief, and for me it was like one of 3 moments that traumatized me. I was already arachnophobic before that, so.
Chicka Chicka Boom Boom says, no spiders for me. I've been scared of arachnids since 8-Legged Freaks. Those are the ones about the giant spiders,
That's
right?
Shockingly a good David Arquette movie.
Really?
I mean, it's a good movie with David Arquette, I should say.
Actually, Faison says, just looked up those zip spider things, and Jesus Christ, no. Yeah, they're horrific. I can't even.
I told my mom when she said there was a story about spiders, it's going to trigger us to get spider stories and spider emails going forward.
Squidward's Poppy says, pretty sure I've swallowed a few spiders in my lifetime. I'm pretty sure people swallow like 8 spiders a year.
That's a myth. I feel like that's totally a myth, because I hear it's been like 4, then 8, then I hear it's like 20. It just, I think people just make up a number to freak everyone out. So,
I'm What's Her Dinner says that I'm Beef Trainer walked through a strand of spider web once and was left with a red line where it touched. That's how allergic to the spider stuff. That's like, wow.
So you got hit with a whip.
Spider whip. Cat Beatrix says, I used to be afraid of spiders until my ex, who is more terrified than I am, and made me get rid of them.
That's funny.
All right, do you want to read your thing?
Sure. When I moved in my first apartment, everyone that was in that apartment was afraid of spiders. So we would take turns on who would have to dispose of it, because none of us wanted to do it, because they're terrifying little creatures, even if they are important to the ecosystem. I get it. but they're terrifying. All right, I'm going to move into my first email of the show, and this one's subject is Spooky Encounters. And it starts out like this. Hello, Adam and Robin.
Hello.
Hello. Before we get started, I wanted to take a second to say thank you, Spooky Mama, for taking the time out of her day to get these done and make sure they aren't completely fucked. Big apologies. The L on my keyboard is broken, so if there are typos, it's because of that. My bad. I found your podcast a few weeks ago on Spotify. Shout out Spotify. And I've been binge listening ever since. I'm not sure if you guys still read these, so I'll send it in just in case. I love your pod. It's amazing. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much.
It's cute because someone just bought something on Etsy last night, and they in the note put like episode 135, some very specific episode, and was like, "That's the funniest Adam has ever been."
It was super nice to hear that
really
I've
nice.
Gotten funnier as the show went on. But
I wrote a little note in there, and I was like, "I'm glad someone thinks we're funny."
It was funny because when they said that, I was like, "What fucking did I cover in episode 135?" So we had to go look up what I covered, and it was the Green Man episode. And I was like,
it the Grass Man or the Green Man?
Grass Man. I was like, "Oh, okay." I don't remember any of my jokes from the Grass Man episode anymore, but I'm very happy to know that they went over well. I'll have to go back and re-listen to it. The email continues. You guys have created such a safe space and great ways to connect with many people all over the world. Y'all are killing it. I hope you never quit. I recently went through a breakup with my long-term live-in boyfriend, someone I genuinely thought I'd spend the rest of my life with. Sleeping alone has been hard, so I've had your pod playing while I sleep to fill the silence,
Aww.
and I love it.
I'm glad we can be there for you.
Yeah, me too. Sorry if this is long. Okay, sorry, long rant. Let's get into it. I currently live in Utah, or as Robin calls it, Ohio. I put that last part in there.
Fuck, I hate you. I thought it was in the email, and I was like, I'm never gonna live it down.
I currently live in Utah, and there's a place near Zion National Park called Grafton. I've been to Zion. There's a ghost town area. This is a ghost town now, but it was the spot where old Western movies like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were filmed.
Wow.
It's an amazing spot to search around and see the history, but the feeling of it changes as soon as the sun goes down. Well, I decided to do a little Scooby-Dooing, as Adam likes to call it. I went with a group of friends and went around to the houses they have that you're allowed to explore. I've always been sensitive to spirits and things my whole life and can usually tell right off the bat if something is bad. To help the skepticism in us all understand parts of this, it's the middle of summer, about 90 plus degrees, and there's no wind at all. We go in this particular house and immediately I tell them we need to leave, and they're telling me I'm overreacting and that I'm, quote, chicken shit. So at this point, I'm irritated and accepted the fact that these bitches are going to get what's coming to them. That is hilarious. I'm going to take a quick break to clear my throat. I can feel my voice reverberating in my ears. Yeah, I think I swallowed too many spiders last night. One sec. Robin will vamp while I drink some water and clear my throat.
I'm just going to... I almost sure it says, I'm also never going to live down strap on.
Yeah. Strap it on, folks. Cough, hiccup. Excuse me. Here we go. I heard a noise downstairs. It's my mom doing dishes. We walk around the house, and I hit a pocket where I'm immediately freezing. I make a comment about it, and someone shined a flashlight on my face. My lips were blue.
What?
They drum this up to my anxiety towards the subject. As we walk around the house, I get this sick feeling in my stomach, and I should have just noped the fuck out of there without them, but I wouldn't be sharing this shit if I had. We walked around the main floor and decided to go to the basement. Sorry, Robin. We never actually got to the basement. We started the descent into the pit of hell because, let's face it, that's all that basements are. It's funny because I just literally did a story about the pit of hell, or the pit to hell.
Yeah.
Literally today. Anyways, I'm in the back of the group.
Technically it is today because it was 1 a.m.
Yeah, it came out at 4 a.m. I'm in the back of the group, so I can dip as soon as anything spooky happens, and these bitches can deal. While walking down the stairs, I feel a hot breath on the back of my neck. Starting to think I'm just being paranoid, I tell myself that it's summer and it's probably just the wind. Going down a few more steps, the breath was now on my face. I tell them that we need to stop and leave, and they don't listen. When I'm about to take another step, there's a low growling noise in my ear. It's not the sound I've heard any animal make, but the sound a human makes when trying to mimic an animal. I stop and start to back up, and in a split second, there's an ear-breaking scream in the house, and everyone hauls ass out of there. As soon as everyone's out of the house, the front door slams shut, and we weren't able to get back inside. There are no locks on the door, so there isn't any way for it to be locked. Needless to say, that was the last time I ever went to that particular home. Feel free to let me know if you'd like to hear any of my other stories, as I have quite a few. Yes, we'd like to hear all of them. I have a few stories of my dad attempting to kill my mom. In parentheses,
Was
it
he
says,
possessed?
woof. And an ex-boyfriend of mine trying to kill me in the middle of the woods, as well as a few more paranormal ones.
What's with the murderous
Right? Oh my
intention around that? Like, what?
I love your podcast, and I'm grateful for the community you guys have sparked up. Please let me know if this will be on the pod so I can make sure to jump ahead and listen to it. I'm interested in hearing what y'all have to say about it. Love you both and hope things are going so well for you. I sent a couple of pics of my omen baby Gemini via Facebook with you as well. Hope you continue to creep it real. Best wishes, Katie.
Creep It Real is so fucking cute.
That is really good.
It's so cute.
I will say, I think there's a lot of people who are skeptical and they let the skepticism like blind them to the fact that they're not being safe. You know what I mean? Like, there's clearly nothing here. There could be an actual person in there with a shotgun. You know what I mean? There could be two groups of Scooby-Dooers going into the same location that are equally on edge, and you could actually wind up hurting someone else. And people don't think about that shit because they're too busy being skeptical of the fact that they don't believe in anything supernatural or paranormal, yet they're in a haunted house, you know? So it's like that sort of idea. It's like that's why you bring someone with you who's not skeptical.
Yeah.
So they can let you know when they're being dumb, and then to just ignore that person. Someone's lucky they didn't get trapped in that house. That's all I'm saying. Because that's like a scene from a horror movie where it's like, it's the beginning. Y'all are kids. You run out. You realize Billy's not there. You look around. You see the door slam as Billy's like reaching for it. You just hear screaming, and then Billy never comes back. Then cuts like 15 years later, and it's like, Billy never made it back, and all these kids got blamed for it, and blah, 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 blah. But like, you get what I'm saying. That was some scary shit that could have gone really, really wrong. Yeah. So I'm just saying, listen to your friends that are sensitives.
What's scary is the true crime stuff, though.
Yeah, I want to hear more about these attempted murders or these plotted murders or whatever is going on there. You definitely have piqued our interest.
Yes.
So please send a follow-up email so we can know what the fudge is going on there. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Robin, anything else to share?
No, that's a good story. Thank you.
Right on. Cool. So before we move into our next email, we're actually going to take a quick commercial break. I don't know why I said it like that. But
because
we're going to
wait it just like the regular episodes.
We're going to wait to do our break just for a second here. Do you want to do the break and then open up stuff, or do you want to open up stuff and then do the break?
Let's do the break so I can pull out the stuff.
Cool.
Pull out, strap. No.
Strap it on, whip it out, all that stuff.
And we'll do it that way.
Cool.
Also, I want to shout out to Chicka Chicka Boom Boom for subscribing for 12 months. Thank you so much. The Fancy Iguana subscribed for the 3rd month and says, late, but I'm here. Welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
Emanon subscribed with Twitch Prime. Awesome. And they've subscribed for 8 months. Thank you so much, you guys, for supporting us.
Great shit, y'all. We appreciate it. All right, so we're going to take that actual ad break. Some of you get it, some of you don't. We'll see who it winds up affecting, but it's going to be a 60-second ad break while we get all this stuff set up.
Pull these packages out of our Scaryish baggie that I use for work.
That's covered in dog hair.
It's covered in dog hair because
it was on the ground for a second. All right, here we go. We're taking this quick 60-second ad break. Some of you don't have it. Some of you right now are like, I didn't get it. I'm elite. I'm the bestest, better than all the restest. And you know what? You're probably right. So, all right, I'm going to scroll up and see if I missed anything from a YouTube. I only got one thing in YouTube. I'll wait till we get back to read it.
Yeah, I really like this bag. I think it's the cutest one. I also have one that has the cute and scary on it with the demon horns thing.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I like this is simple and it's cute and I love it.
She loves that design. Apparently, there's a hype train going on right now. I don't know how that works. I've seen them done on other people's channels. I'm not sure if Glitch or one of you folks activated it, but we're at 94%.
I think it's because we've had so many subs all at once. It starts the hype train.
Okay, I have no idea how it works. I just know we're at 94%. So thank you to everyone who almost pushed us to 100%. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, I think if we get any more bits, gifts, subs, or anything like that, it's going to push us over 100.
I don't know what happens when we get to 100. I think we can all just celebrate that we got to 100.
I think stuff happens on the screen.
Toot toot, hype train.
Yeah. Let's see.
I will now minimize that. I think we're done with our 60 seconds. Yeah, I think everyone should be back by now.
Cat Beatrix says, if I made strap-on stickers, they would go well with the for rectal use only stickers my coworker gave me.
Wow. Jay Valor says, there was a Harry Potter prop exhibit at the Discovery Channel's museum in New York. The prop size of little Aragog's children are as big as a sedan.
Wow.
That is terrifying.
Squidward's Poppy says, hi, just got deja vu. So I'm editing a writing piece while I'm watching, and I'm changing a specific word, and I swear that this has happened before, and whatever Adam said just now is basically what he has said before. Like, whoa, I don't remember this story, so weird. That's cool. And that happens to me too. It's really strange.
You predicted it.
The deja vu stuff.
I see I'm What's Her Nerd said, Adam just said, those who didn't get the ad break are better. Right after he said that, I got an ad.
That's so freaking funny.
That's funny. I didn't mean it, by the way. I was just trying to let folks know whoever didn't get an ad break, they're not being left out. So
I'm Beef Train says, I've never been hit by an ad before now. Sometimes if you've been around in the stream long enough and you had an ad when you first came in, you don't get another ad.
Yeah, there's a break sometimes. Like when we run the 60-second ad, it tells us right after you're doing it, or right after you do it, that you have a cooldown of like 21 minutes before you can run another one. So I think that's the same thing where if you get an ad when you enter the channel, sometimes you don't get it. Just depends on how long it is between them. So.
What did I order?
But who the hell knows, man? Twitch is a bizarre and crazy thing. Nice. Putting those magnets right on your keyboard.
My keyboard. It's a magnetic keyboard, so.
I'm sure that won't have any odd effects.
All right, so this first package I'm opening here, if I can freaking get it open. I don't want to use my mouth. Yeah, give me the sword.
Our stir stick / letter opener. Hang on. I'm hilarious. She just doesn't appreciate it.
So I ordered stuff for Patreon that I'm going to mail out.
Got another one over there. You want to hang on?
No, I'll open it later. That I'm going to mail out in September, I think. It's to go along with the Mothman charms that I sent out for the summer. And I got... Oh, it's dirty. Obviously, this one's not going to get mailed out. But Mothman magnets. So they're little cute magnets that you can stick on stuff. I don't know if it'll stick to my... It won't stick to my tablet, but
probably a good thing.
No, it won't stick to that either. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there. Magnet. So it sticks to stuff. It's the little Mothman design, and it's a magnet. So that's going to get mailed out to Badge of Honor patrons and above in September. I'm really excited. They're really cute. They came out pretty good. That one's dirty, but the rest are...
They're all stuck together, too.
They're all stuck together.
It's going to be dirty a little bit, but you might have to clean them up. So.
Yeah, so that's the first thing that I wanted to open. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. And then the next thing is from Emanon. Ooh, you can hear the ripping.
So Emanon sent this to our P.O. box. Thank you so much for sending us literally anything, but this is pretty awesome. He already let us know what it was. And
it is a it's super sparkly too. It's a keep on creeping on, like a sew-on patch that you can put on your jacket or your bag or jeans if you want to, I guess, if you want to be super cool. Put it on your back pocket.
I'm going to put it on my back pocket. That'd be hilarious.
But this is really stinking cute. Look at it.
It's so shiny sparkly. Too. It's super cool. It's so well done.
Yeah, and I believe his mom is the one that made it. So it's super, super talented. It's so cute. Thank you so much. I'm sure it took forever for her to actually work out how to put the design on the patch and everything. Let us know if you folks are interested in patches and things like that, and we can see if we can put them on the Etsy shop or something like that.
I'm going to set it down a safe spot over here by the Mothman stickers.
I'll post a picture of it later on our Etsy, or not Etsy, I'm sorry, our Instagram. That'll
I was going to say our Scaryish, and I was like, no, that's not the right word.
But yeah, so those are the two things that I wanted to open because I got the packages today. So we just decided to open it on stream. Super cute. I'm really excited for the little magnet. I'm kind of excited that it's stuck to the to the mic stand. But yeah, I'm gonna get this trash out of the way. Oh, you can't really see it anyway, but whatever. But yeah, thank you so much.
Awesome, good stuff. Good work, Robin. Good work, Emanon. Good work, Emanon's. I don't know why I'm looking over that
Mother.
Card is going to say, like, the relation, but good work, Sherry. Sherry? I think it's Sherry. That's what it says on the card.
Sherry?
So, I said Sherry the first time, then I backtracked it immediately, so.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
it means a lot.
Sherry.
It really does mean the world to us, so that is awesome. I'm going to scroll up and see if I missed
anything.
anything.
Aw, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom says, so cute. Thanks, Emma Mom.
That's good.
That is really good.
Jay Valor says, fuck me up with some patches, bitches.
Oh my god.
It's a ringing endorsement for wanting patches. I think that's really good. So, solid stuff. All right. I think I'm going to move into my third one, correct?
It's my turn to read, isn't
Well,
it?
here's the thing. We said we were going to go short, long, correct?
Oh, got it. Okay, I see what you're saying.
So I got to go short now, which is fine, because then Robin can finish out with a long one. So that's what she said. All right.
Wow.
Marking it. Here we go. Y'all ready for this?
I shared the story about Liz with my coworker, with Amy.
The come on me thing?
Yes. I told.
Well, we got to fucking talk about it now.
I told Amy and Roselle.
Marking it again. I'm not moving to my
God.
next email.
Oh my
so
God.
go ahead and explain what happened, Robin.
Oh my God.
Some dirt bike is going by.
No, so we're all playing Call of Duty, and we play Call of Duty a few nights a week. Well, we try to anyway, and we all have our headsets, and we all talk to each other and stuff like that to try and communicate because it's a team-based game. And there's one point my sister's getting swarmed by a bunch of people, and
like if you kill someone and you don't kill their entire team, those people will respawn and they get to drop down where they were before. So it's like the mode that we play is called Plunder. No one really cares unless you play Call of Duty. But because of that, she's freaking out because like we kept dying and she's by herself and she like kill one person and run from the rest of their team. And the next thing she knew, the person she killed is like landing right by her. And then she decided to tell us what was going on. And I'll let Robin tell you how she explained it.
She just was freaking out. She's like, "Oh my God, guys, they're coming on me."
They won't stop coming on me. So like every time we've played
I felt like
dude.
such a hyena at work today because when I told Amy and Roselle the story, they were just I'm sitting there laughing my ass off because you have to be there, right? I was just laughing like a hyena in the office, and it was just so funny. And she's like the most innocent person. She's so nice most of the time, and it was just so funny to hear her say that. And now like it's just this inside joke that we always use while playing Call of Duty.
It's like anytime we play Call of Duty now, if Liz is having a tough time or she gets killed, we'll be like, "Are they coming on you, Liz?" She's like, "Shut the fuck up." It's a good fun. It's a clean family joke.
Yeah.
Tell
anyway,
your kids.
All right, so you can read your story now. But I just wanted to tell you that I told my coworkers about that incident because I was just laughing.
Jay Valor over on YouTube says, "Adam, I sent a card for the household, but there's something in the envelope just for you. Scaryish CC Scary Mom. Could you maybe open it on the next Homegrown Horrors?" Absolutely.
Oh, cool. If you guys want to mail us stuff,
anything we get, we would be more than happy to open.
We'll try to save them for the Homegrown Horrors and do it that way. I know we have a video that we have on our YouTube where we opened up a few packages that people sent us, like Glitch sent us stuff.
We got some Christmas gifts.
We got Christmas, yeah, and it was really nice of everyone. And so that's on our YouTube. But you folks can always mail us stuff and we'll open it on stream, or we'll try to do like mail time or something like that.
Yeah,
so
that's fun. Good time. All right, I am going to mark it and then get into my short one. That's what he said. Here we go. And we're back.
Oh my God, wait.
Holy fuck balls.
I'm What's for Dinner says, anything we send? No, not anything. If I open the box and I see some inappropriate shit, I'm going to be like,
how will we know,
nope.
though? What if they say, like, can you make sure and open my dildos that I sent you on the air?
Oh my God, some strap-ons. No.
Oh
my God, no. Okay, anyway, now you can read your story.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, Christina Vasquez says, "Woo to Spooky Grams." All right, marking it. Come on. Why isn't it working? There it goes. Marking it. Here we go. And we're back. So I'm going to move into my second one of the show because I'm going to read a short one, then Robin's going to read the last long one and finish us out. This next email subject is Night Marchers, which I'm kind of excited about.
I've covered Night Marchers, I believe, in one of our episodes.
I don't know if we actually covered them or we just spoke about the legend of them.
I know we had the special guest episode with
Brett.
Well, there was Brett, but we also had Mondo.
Ralph. Oh yeah, we had Mondo in like episode 8.
Yeah. Sorry.
Way back then.
Yeah, it was in the before 4 times.
Wow, it was before Storytime existed.
Yeah, it was before Storytime existed. It was a special episode. But I think he also covered Night Marchers a little bit too.
Yeah.
So we've covered them here and there, and I'm really excited about this one.
Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna get past the subject of it. Starts out like this: Yo. Just listen to your podcast on the Hawaiian Night Marchers.
Nice.
I'm from Maui, and when I was a kid, we had a nuts experience with Night Marchers. We had just moved into a new rental house, and from day one, it felt off, like not our place to be there. Then about a week in, there was a light Okay, I read that the wrong way, and it was going to come out really weird, so I'm going to start it over. Then about a weekend, there was a...
No, I just read the word. I'm so sorry. Oh, and it just reminded me of my sister's story.
You're going to have to shut up so I can read this.
Sorry, okay, go.
Then, about a weekend, there was a light coming from the living room. I could see it under my door, and somebody was announcing some names, like a roll call, or like a judge reading names. It scared me stupid. After what felt like forever, I got the courage to open my door and look. As I did, the light and names disappeared. It went to the living room, and all our shoes from outside were inside the house.
That's weird.
They had made a path through the living room. It looked like footsteps through the living room. Brah, I was freaked.
I would have freaked out too. I mean, in Hawaii, a lot of people do leave their shoes outside.
Right.
So the fact that someone
Made
or
them look
something
like
made them look like footprints
That's
throughout
super
the house,
creepy.
that is very scary.
It goes on to say, we called a Hawaiian priest, and he came and did a prayer. After that, nothing. But 25 years later, I still remember it like it was yesterday. Thanks for the podcast and the memories. Aloha. Aloha to you. And thank you so much for sending that in. That is short and fucking terrifying. Like,
Yeah.
that's some shit that is going to give me nightmares.
That's like some poltergeist kind of thing where like all the tables and chairs stack up. But, you know, the super cool Hawaiian version.
Yeah, indeed. So, great stories. Anyone else that has Night Marcher stories, we definitely want to hear them because that's one of my like favorite things to hear about.
Is
so,
it?
Absolutely. Like a conversation with Mondo when our computers went down is basically when I decided we had to start the show Scaryish so I could have a show that I could have him on to tell his ghost stories. Plus, we had already talked about it, so it was like, we're going to have to fucking do it now. So, yeah, Night Marchers, all the Hawaiian folklore is just amazing. So, send that shit in. Thank you so much. All right, let's look over into Stream Chat. We can read some of the stuff we missed when we were opening stuff up.
All right, Squidward's Poppy is also from Hawaii, and they said that night marchers stay using your slippers to go inside your house and disrespect you.
It's fucked up, right?
Oh,
Like,
that's
how
so funny.
dare they?
Emanon said, have to jump off, almost out of data. Thank you so much for joining us on the stream.
Super glad you could watch us open it, too.
And thank you so much for sending us this thing. I know it took a while for us to get it, but it's really cute, and I really like it. So sparkly. Please let us know if all you spooky friends are interested in patches, because I think they're really cool. And I have patches on my backpack and stuff like that, and I think they're pretty neat.
Christina Vasquez asks, do you guys wear shoes indoors? Growing up, I wasn't allowed to wear my shoes indoors.
So,
this is a very interesting question.
Growing up at my parents' house, no, you're not allowed to wear your shoes indoors. If you go to my sister's house, the garage in front of the door
has all the shoes.
Has all the shoes, all in front of the garage. Here at our house, we kind of just like I walk in through the garage with my shoes on, and then walk all the way to the front door to put my shoes away.
So the way I have always been is you take off your shoes as soon as you come inside. That's just how I've always sort of been.
God.
My best friend growing up, I think everyone I grew up around was similar to that. Except my friend Nick. My friend Nick would literally wear his shoes everywhere around the house.
Even on the bed.
He would sleep in his bed in his shoes, fully clothed, jeans, t-shirt, shoes.
When he came to visit out here, he even fell asleep on the couch with his shoes on.
With his shoes on, same thing. Fully clothed, unfortunately. But it's a difference in cultures. I definitely know since I've started, dating Robin like 8 years ago or however long it's been.
Holy fuck.
It's like whenever I'm around her family, it's like we went to some hotel that had a big suite that some of her family was at while they were visiting. And I went in.
You remember what hotel it was, though, right?
I do. I'm just not saying any specifics because
Nice.
I'm trying to keep some privacy in my life.
Cool.
So we went to this hotel, and I got into the room. I got sent down to go grab some water or something like that. So I got in there, and it's like there was a little kitchen to the right-hand side, and it was all tile. And then as soon as you stepped into the big-ass living room of the suite, it was carpet. And it was summer, so everyone was wearing flip-flops. And there's a divider, between the tile and the carpet that has that little strip over it. And parked up against that strip were 30 pairs of shoes and flip-flops. And I looked down, and I was like, I like this family. They roll how I roll. So I just parked mine next to them, but the closest empty space. So I definitely think it's cultural, but yeah, I definitely have friends that just are the exact opposite. They would wear their shoes everywhere, absolutely everywhere if they could.
Squidward's Poppy says, everybody should have house slippers, so useful, and if you don't vacuum often, it's helpful so you don't have to feel all the crud. That's the thing with my mom. She can feel every single piece of dirt on the floor, and it just bothers her so much. I swear, when she visits, every morning, she's downstairs mopping. Almost every single morning.
Christina says, I don't wear my shoes indoors now. A lot of people don't. Saw that I'm What's for Dinner. I got to scroll up. Said, I would totally put a strap-on patch on my jeans. That's hilarious.
Whatchamacallit? What was I going to say now? There was something else I was going to say, and I've already forgotten.
Shoes? Your mom?
Did it have something to do with shoes? I don't even... Oh, house slippers. Japan has it right, where you get in, you take off your shoes, you have your house slippers that you walk around in to keep the floor clean, and then some people even have bathroom slippers. So their slippers that they wear into the bathroom are completely different, so you get your shit on your bathroom slippers, and then you walk outside.
Not actual shit.
No.
Maybe, though,
well,
it's
shit
the
particles.
bathroom.
It's the bathroom. They have it right over there, man. I'm Beef Trainer says, we're going to have to hop off shortly. 4 a.m. is going to come way too soon. We should be able to see next week's episode and stay for all of it. Woohoo! Good luck with getting some sleep.
Thank you for joining us.
And thank you for joining us. I know you guys work incredibly hard and a whole bunch, so thank you for taking time out of your day to even stop by for a couple minutes. We appreciate it.
Indeed we do. So I have no more YouTube. I know you got a bunch of Twitch chat, though, so I will let you handle that.
The fancy iguana says, I always worn shoes all around my house when I was younger. My boyfriend got that habit out of me by literally yanking my shoes off as I walk in the door. Like, I wear clunky shoes around, okay? I wear, like, boots and heels and stuff like that, and I am guilty of definitely walking from one end of the house to the other in it, because I'll put on my shoes at the front door, walk out the garage, or walk into the garage and walk all the way over to the front door, and you just hear me click-clacking through the entire house.
When she got home today, I was still working at this desk, and I could hear, like, clack, clomp downstairs. I was like, oh, she wore heels today. Good to know.
Oh, and I wore boots, but yeah.
Apparently they're made for walking.
Yep, that's just what they do. Luna Bin says, hey fam, welcome!
What up, Luna? Thank you for joining us.
Let's see, scroll.
Jay Valor says, a strap-on is just an inverted jock strap. Mind blown. Jock straps are just kind of like beveled out, though. They don't like insert all the way up in. It's not a full inversion is what I'm saying, or else you wouldn't be able to wear a jock strap unless you were, female, or just, had an access point there, I suppose. Yeah.
That's good. We can stop now.
Yeah, I did.
Thanks.
So let's move on.
Luna Bin says, I love the sound of heels on hardwood. For real. Oh my god, hardwood. I'm What's for Dinner says, lol, hardwood.
Wow. I just got a ticket from my job on my laptop, and I'm like trying to check it. I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't start working right now.
Yeah, I love the sound of heels click-clacking on the sidewalk or on hardwood. I just love the sound. Yeah, I don't know. I love them, and I wish my feet weren't so big, because I would definitely own more. But a lot of the cute ones are like size 6, size 7. I'm like, I'm size 10, motherfuckers. Anyway.
Feet.
All right, I'm
Emma
going to read...
says, hello. Sorry I'm so late. I just got back from a 6-hour road trip home. We're glad you made it safe. Thank you for joining us. We have one story left. So you're going to move on, correct?
Yep.
Marking it. Boop.
Alrighty, this next email that I'm going to read, the final email of this particular episode, is titled Spooky Sleep Paralysis. And it goes, Hi, Robin and Adam.
Hello.
Hello. I'm Amelia, and I love your podcast. For my story, I will be talking about an experience that was shared with me by a family member. I did not personally experience this, but she told me about it, and I thought that it was perfect for Scaryish.
Awesome. Thank you for collecting it and sending it our way.
Yeah.
And thank whoever it was that experienced this for sharing it with you.
My family member, let's call her Stephanie, worked at the Martha Berry College Antebellum House for some time. Let it be known that this place has ghosts. It is a touring mansion, so people could only come into view if... So people could come in to view it if they rang the doorbell and were greeted at the door by a tour guide. Stephanie worked at the mansion with her friend. It was a cold, rainy February morning. They decided to sleep in the mansion, which, by the way, is not allowed. How do you get away with that then? What? Stephanie decided to sleep in the drawing room, which has a big, comfy couch in it. From Stephanie's point of view, in the art room, she could see the front door and the foyer, or foyer. People say it differently. Right next to that room, she could see a hallway. Her friend slept upstairs. So why would you split up? That's like, no.
It's another thing where you guys are just inviting bad things to happen to you.
In horror movies, you never split up. You don't want to
No.
split up. I'm not really sure what to call this, but I guess I'll say sleep paralysis. It was only a one-time thing. Stephanie doesn't actually have a sleep paralysis condition. Stephanie heard voices. She was confused and a little freaked out because she hadn't let anyone in and she hadn't heard the doorbell ring. There was no possible way that anyone would have gotten in without being let in. Stephanie opened her eyes and looked ahead. In the hallway, she could clearly see children. Children had somehow
This is terrifying. Holy shit.
Yeah, children had somehow gotten into the mansion and were playing around with a ball. The children did not have modern-day clothing. They looked like they had just walked out of a time machine from the late 1800s or early 1900s. They were attired in knickers, trousers, and dresses. I can totally imagine the scene right now.
Yeah, I'm totally seeing it too.
I see them wearing like the newsboy caps and things like that. I don't know what they're actually
playing
called.
with hoop and stick, those damn kids.
The creepiest part was she saw an old woman rocking in a rocking chair right across from her, looking at her. There was no rocking chair in the drawing room before. The old woman didn't look mean or
This
evil.
ghost comes with furniture. That's nice of them.
This old woman didn't look mean or evil. She looked like a kind old grandma. Oh, that's kind of nice. She was attired in the style of the era in which the children were also attired. Stephanie was completely freaked out, and she was trying to get off the couch, but for some reason, it seemed she couldn't get up. This lasted for minutes until her muscles finally set her free. That's super scary that you would see these kids and this woman that obviously don't belong there, this rocking chair that obviously doesn't belong there. But the fact that the children seem to be happy and playing, and then there's this woman there that
and
doesn't
she looks
seem
kind.
Yeah, she looks
like
nice.
Evil.
It's
almost like you're like peering
it's good
through
energy.
It's like you're peering through like, I don't know, a time slip while you're, stuck in sleep paralysis, or you're hallucinating because you're in sleep paralysis. Either way, it's terrifying.
As soon as she could move again, the children, the woman, and the chair all disappeared. She started running into the foyer, and she met up with her friend there who had run from the upstairs at the exact same time. Before Stephanie said anything, her friend blurted, "I just had the craziest experience. I saw an old woman in a rocking chair looking at me, and I heard kids' voices. I couldn't move." So this old woman in the rocking chair,
she's powerful,
has shown up in two different places in the same house.
Right.
So maybe she's like the old hag syndrome.
I wouldn't call her an old hag if she's nice, though. Just old lady, I think, is fine. Even old is kind of derogatory.
Yeah.
Seasoned. The seasoned woman.
With nice salt and pepper.
Seasoned woman doesn't have such positive connotations now that I come to think of it. Let's just move on.
Okay. Stephanie hadn't said a word, which meant that they had both had the same experience at the same time. Over the years, Stephanie could not remember every detail of the experience, and she kept trying to make sense of it. After some time, she and the same friend met up and talked about it. Her friend helped her summon back all the memories of the events that occurred that night. Thank you for reading this story. I really hope it ends up on the podcast. Sorry if it was kind of short. To everyone listening, have a great day and a great life. Your podcast is so interesting and intriguing. Amelia. Thank you so much, Amelia, for sending that in and for getting stories from your friends. That's really cool.
This is what we encourage you folks to do. Even if you haven't had something happen to you, if you have a friend that you know has a story, collect it, send it our way, and then force them to listen to us read it.
What's funny is I totally feel like I experienced not necessarily sleep paralysis in its entirety, but something like it, like a nightmare that I couldn't necessarily wake up from right away, and it took a while for me to shake out of it. But it was like I was having this dream, and maybe it's because I watched a horror movie earlier that day, who knows, but we were going to bed, and I turned off the TV. As soon as I turned off the TV, this black smoke or something came out from behind the TV, like wispy black smoke came up from behind the TV, and this entity started forming and crawling up the bed and on top of me, and it was freaking me out, and I was trying to wake up so bad, and I could not wake up, and I was just freaking out. And before it like got close enough like to my face where you can start discerning features and stuff like that, I woke up, thank God, and I was just like stiff, like
that happens to me sometimes too.
I was just like laying straight on my back, and I never lay just straight on my back, barely ever. I'm usually splayed all over the place, right?
She sleeps like an asshole. She has elbows and knees pointed in my direction so that it's like booby traps laid in the bed in case I try and get to my side.
So it was very
so
strange
painful
for me to have woken up that way, staring straight at the ceiling. it was just so scary. I didn't want to like turn in case I saw anything. I just closed my eyes and just laid there for a while, hoping that it would just go away, you know. And I eventually fell back asleep. But man, those types of dreams and stuff like that freak me out, or nightmares. I guess it's not a dream, but yeah.
I mean, nightmares technically a dream.
That's my paralysis story to go with this paralysis story.
I have not had sleep paralysis since the time I had it like 2 years ago, which I did share while we were still on the pod, where I actually saw something for the first time in my life, which I had never seen anything before during sleep paralysis, but it's pretty few and far between that I have it nowadays. Knock on wood, I don't want to say it and then get fucking sleep paralysis tonight, so fingers crossed that does not happen. Thank you for sharing this story, though, and everyone who has friends that have those stories, go collect them and send them our way. And we appreciate that. All right, going to mark this really fast. Here's what we're going to do. Jesus Christ.
Some of you.
For those of you who have been with us before, you already know this. For anyone out there who's new, who just might not be chatting and we can't see you because right now our numbers aren't actually working for the stupid fucking chat app we use.
Really?
For me, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to read the YouTube chat. Then I'm going to get Marbles on Stream set up. Marbles on Stream is a game we play where you can win a sticker from Robin's Etsy shop. You have to just win the race. It doesn't cost anything or anything like that. Just go over to Twitch, type in !play when it comes time to enter into the race. That's it. So I'm going to jump into reading these YouTube messages. There is not a ton of it, but Emma joined us, and then we started reading. Emma said, Robin, your hair looks super cute.
Thank you. I am cutting my bangs tonight, so.
Oh, God. Jay Valor says, if Robin likes the clacking of heels, she needs to watch Secretary. Slutty Maggie Gyllenhaal.
You know what's funny is
and James Spader.
My coworkers today were talking about what is that one tea company? Not Harney and Son.
Brazzers?
No, tea company.
Oh, I thought you said TTs. It's my bad.
What? Oh, I fucking forgot what it was. And I know this super random fact about it too. I forget what it was. Twinnings.
Never heard of Twinnings.
Or Twinings or whatever it's called, because my coworker drinks it, and he was just like, oh yeah, I like this tea from Twinings or whatever. I was like, oh my gosh, you're such a hipster or whatever. And he was wondering why I was making fun of him, and it's because in the books, the 50 Shades of Grey books, that's the tea that she specifically drinks at this one cafe. Like, that's her favorite tea, is Twinings. And I enlightened them with this fact, and I was like, today you learned.
I'm glad we all got to sit here and learn rather than reading the stuff that people in YouTube
Okay,
have
yeah,
said.
you can read, sorry.
Christina messaged at Emma and asked how their trip was. Emma says, it was good. We went up to San Fran to help my cousin move out of his apartment. Christina said, that's good. Hopefully the move went smooth. Moving is pretty stressful. Did you get to sightsee a bit? And Emma said, luckily my cousin was mostly packed, so it went smoothly. We were mostly in San Francisco for the day, since we were staying in Monterey. But we did walk down Fisherman's Wharf, go to the Ghirardelli factory, and get faraway photos of Alcatraz. All in all, it was a good trip.
Nice. I really want to go to Alcatraz one day. That's definitely a trip that I want to make so badly. Alcatraz is so fucking cool.
It is a pretty cool place. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get Marbles set up. You go ahead and take over and read your Twitch chat while I do this.
Laura Ann says, I'm a size 6.5 to 7. I steal all the cute shoes. So jealous. Ashley Faison says, you and your child feet. I'm what's it in her goes, my mom still has to buy her shoes from the children's section. She has tiny feet. That's funny. Laura Ann says, my new tattoo has entered the gross scabby stage. Can't wait till this part's over. I always put lots of lotion on it, and it's not
the lotion on his skin, or else it doesn't get the tattoo again.
And it gets even more gross, but I think it helps speed up that process. Or what is it? Vitamin E or something like that.
E30G redeemed a high five.
I'm a sinner says, saw a pic of a guy with the choking hazard tattoo over his crotch. What the fuck?
It's kind of funny.
Guess you didn't realize those warnings are usually only on things with small parts.
Things that are super tiny.
Wow.
That get stuck in your throat. Yeah.
Cat Beatrix says, I want a tattoo so bad. Apart from figuring out what design I want, I scar super easy, which is a major barrier. Yeah. Tattoos are very fickle too, and it definitely depends on your skin, how much you're exposed to the sun, where it's at, how well your tattoo artist does it, how deep they tattoo. It's just very complicated process.
All right, so type in exclamation point vote, then a space, then the number that corresponds with the track that you would like to race tonight.
I'm Dinner says, "Kay, really have to go. I'm going to a function tomorrow. Love you, Spooky Fam. Thank you so much, I'm What's for Dinner, for joining us."
Thank you, I'm What's for Dinner.
Merlin Valor says, "I wear a lot of flats and light up shoes."
That's awesome.
There's nothing wrong with flats and light up shoes. I own a lot of flats too. Boat shoes. I love boat shoes.
Shout out to E30G, who just gifted a sub over to Woo Scaryish.
Thank you so
that
much.
Woo Scaryish' 15th month. Man, that's a lot of months. You guys are amazing. We sincerely love all of you. Gonna set this here while these votes roll in. Right now,
I'm
it's
just gonna vote for a random number.
I vote for
40.
a random number.
Is that even one?
Pretty every time.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
much every
Frozen
time.
2, perfect.
Wow.
Gotta let it go.
You gotta go into the unknown sometimes.
Into the unknown.
Twists and Turns 2 is currently tied for the lead with 3 votes. We'll let this scroll for a little bit longer and see which other ones, could be S's on there, is also tied for the lead.
This is really cute. I'm wondering if it'll stick, if I mail it in envelopes, if they'll stick in the mail. Maybe if I put cardboard on the back. Who knows?
I think it'll be okay. Taking Flight is also tied with 3 votes. Gonna let it keep scrolling. Don't forget to vote. I know a lot of you folks are like, I never vote. Voting is important in life, and it definitely helps us pick what track we're going to use in this game as well. Otherwise, we're going to go with random, and then the 2 that are tied probably won't get picked. So we're going to let this scroll by one more time.
I brought a Sprite for lunch today and cracked it in the middle of the office and...
Sounded like you're cracking
a
cold
beer.
one with the boys. That's funny.
I was just like, oh god, this sounds so awkward. And now I'll actually crack an actual cold one.
It's kind of funny because I said, like, oh, you guys should vote, and you guys are voting, but for tracks that aren't tied, I fucking love you guys. Frozen 2 is now also tied with Twists and Turns and whatever the hell 16 was. So I'll let it scroll past to the bottom this time, and then I'm going to click random if it's still tied. My nose is itchy. I don't know why.
Because there's makeup on it and your pores are big.
That could be. Yeah.
Luna Bin redeemed a drink. Speaking of, haha.
Cheers.
You can try mine.
I guess I could.
It tastes good. Oh.
Jay Valor says, tattoos for the win. I had a terribly scarred 13 tattoo and had it covered up by a Halloween Bulbasaur.
Cute.
That is cute.
I think the Halloween Bulbasaur is like a black Bulbasaur, and the actual bulb is orange instead, like a pumpkin.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Glitch asks, how is Spooky Mom doing? She is much
better.
She actually cooked dinner tonight. So
yeah.
she's
It's really
feeling a lot
good
better.
chicken.
She's healing. She has 4 months until her next surgery, so we'll see what happens between now and then.
Yeah.
But so far, so good. Knock on wood. Everything's going well. All right. We have scrolled through yet again. We're still random. Click in random. We're still tied. Clicking random. And Pixel's Death Alley has been chosen, which I had 1 vote, so congratulations to whoever voted for 24. On average, it takes 2 minutes and 12 seconds to complete this track. World record holder is 1 minute and 3 seconds as far as for the Spooky Friends.
Sounds like hacks, man. That's so fast.
It takes 2 minutes and 21 seconds for us to do it, and it took 2 minutes for Glitch to do it to set the record. So let's jump in there and go ahead and get this first race of the evening
if you folks haven't seen, I'm starting on the Krampus design.
Exclamation point play right now.
If you guys want to jump on Instagram or Facebook or whatever in our stories, I posted the Krampus design, and I think I drew him a little bit too sexy.
Too sexy, huh?
Because I'm like, he's too cute. I don't understand.
Everything Robin draws is cute. It's a side effect of being super adorable.
I wanted to draw something kind of scary, but it's not turning out that way. Like, the Wendigo is much scarier.
You getting in on this?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, the Wendigo that you drew is terrifying. Damn, we only have 14 marbles right now, so...
Ludopin says he's not too sexy. There's no such thing as a too sexy Krampus.
That's funny.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to set the countdown to 45 seconds. We have 15 marbles right now. We'll see what we wind up with by the time this counter is done. So make sure you jump over to twitch.tv/Scaryish Podcast and type in exclamation point play to join the race.
E30G says, facts, quiet as fuck.
That's funny.
Geeky Gorgeous says, all your designs look adorable. Thank you guys so much for all the support. You guys are so freaking nice. Oh my god. I'm trying to make as many cryptid designs as possible so I can order for these charms for Patreon all at once instead of ordering like one design at a time because it'll drive the factory crazy. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy all these designs I'm pumping out because it's going to be your designs for the next year.
Enjoy. All right, here we go. Chances of winning are pretty high because we only got 15 of those marbles, and 2 of them are Robin and I. And away we go.
We've been watching Rick and Morty for like the 15th bajillionth time.
Oh, it's this one. I absolutely love this track. I'm all about the need for speed. Merlin Valor and E30G are currently in first place. Robin caught up and passed them.
Woo! Oh, no.
Glitch's record-setting pace is up there. Woo Scaryish is now in first place. Lunabin took over. You got to really run a straight line in this one because there are those slowly pulsating rods that you can run into and just get blasted off the side of this level. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. This is dangerous.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
Good run for actually Phazon right there. Who's coming up behind is Lunabin. Glitchgrim fell off the edge as the first marble, I think. Yeah, first marble to be eliminated. Actually, Phazon is still doing that side-to-side thing. And Lunabin's like, here I come. Lunabin also got slowed down. Cat Beatrix is slowly matriculating through these weird danglers. And Squidward's Poppy was trying to take the lead, and Cat Beatrix was jumping
Oh, God,
front.
it's so scary. Yeah.
Squidward's Poppy is in first place and hit the shit out of that one back there. Look at that swing. Yeah, we gay. Keep scrolling. I love that fucking badge. Fancy Iguana and Lunabin are right back there, and Glitchgrim's record-setting pace is actually behind Squidward's Poppy.
Oh no!
Who has fallen off. 911 Girl is slowed down, and the Fancy Iguana took over. There's only, I think, one more before the end. Yeah, so once you get through here, you have one more set of those barriers to go through. Geeky Gorgeous and Lunabin both fell off.
E30G put F to pay their respects.
Fancy Iguana made it through that pretty easily. Glitchgrim's record-setting pace is right there. We'll see if you can set the record. It does look like the Fancy Iguana, unless they get nailed off the end of this, is probably going to take home this win right now. Last obstacle to get past. Oh, no.
That was very close.
I fell off the edge. You really made that nail-biting. Congratulations, Fancy Iguana. You won, and you took the record.
And you beat the record. Nice. Geeky Gorgeous says maybe a leprechaun design for March of next year. Ooh,
that's really good
That's
idea.
a smart one.
We should cover the leprechaun. We've never covered
Yeah,
the
I've
leprechaun.
never done leprechaun. I don't know why.
I'm the leprechaun.
Glitch says, hope there's one of the Wendigo, my favorite cryptid. I've already finished the design for the Wendigo. The actual acrylic charm's going to have 2 designs on, different designs on either side. So that's going to be cool. I think that one's going to be the fall one.
And then winter will be
the Krampus. So no. I've already made the fall one. The fall one's Nessie. Nessie still has to go out. So I think the Wendigo is going to be the winter one. And then I might save Krampus for the next year. I don't know.
I was going to say, you're going to do Krampus when it's not Christmas
time?
I'll
work through it.
Finishes out the race. Congratulations, Fancy Iguana. All right, what you are going to do, Fancy Iguana, is email storytime@scaryish.com and let us know what sticker design you would like and where we can send it. If you want to know where to go to find the sticker designs, type in !merch into the chat. It'll bring up a link which will take you to all of our stores. Go to Robin's Kawaii Corner and just check out the Scaryish stickers. And that's the way you do that. Looking at some of the points, right now, Cat Beatrix is in the lead with 44 points on the season and 5 wins. Good
so
Lord.
Many points. Oh,
Squidward's Poppy did not place this time, but still has 26 points. Laura Ann's up to 23. ASB Bunny is up to 20. Other people in double digits. Woo Scaryish just moved in with 11. Robin also has 11. I have 12. Lunabin has 17. And Glitch is sitting pretty with 19. Fancy Iguana said, my first win and my phone glitches through my victory.
Wow.
No worries. You still won. That's what matters. So, all right. We're going to go ahead and start voting for the second and final race of the night.
Glitch says, I was talking about a shirt for the Wendigo. There are definitely going to be shirts for all the cryptids. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. I just haven't put them all out yet. But it'll happen. It will happen. Thank you to everybody who's already ordered merch. I can't believe there have been mugs and shirts and stuff already ordered for the Nessie designs. Thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I love Nessie. Nessie's cute.
I think the Nessie one is absolutely adorable. It's my all-time favorite design you've ever made. Although the Wendigo one with the blood splatter is really fucking cool, too.
Oh, that's the hard one. I got to decide on which one is going to be the merch one.
All right, start putting in those votes. Right now, Devil's Chaos 2 is in the lead.
I'm sweating.
I am too, man.
Like a pig.
I am stinky.
I put deodorant on today. Boop, boop.
What sucks is that like some of my shirts come out of the dryer, and even if I wash them with like washing detergent, obvious laundry detergent, and then those like little balls for like the fabric, whatever, softener, and then I put it in the dryer and dry it. It came out smelling really good. I put it on, and like 10 minutes later, it gets this musty smell. I have 2 shirts that it always happens to, and if they're in my drawer for longer than a week and I don't wear them, they get a musty smell. So I started hanging them up to see if that helps. Totally does not. I'm very happy that I work from home because I'm having to like fine tune which t-shirts don't make me smell like a foot. So, but yeah, I'm wearing one of them and it's underneath the shirt right now.
Oh, really?
So hot too. All right, Laboratory right now is in the lead. I'm sorry, not the Laboratory. The Factory is in the lead right now. We're gonna let that scroll past one more time, and we'll probably wind up going with that.
Laboratory.
Oh
my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, also, BT Dubs, new pins up on Etsy shop. The Sailor Moon ones, obviously. And then I made a super glittery skull. The glittery skull one that I just put on Etsy is super cute. It's gold plated, so it's like super bright and shiny. I absolutely love it. So thank you to everybody who's already ordered one of those. You guys are absolutely freaking awesome. I'm just really proud of this skull one because it's a lot of all my enamel pins so far, except for the Sailor Moon ones, have been my original art. So I just feel like you guys are supporting me in my artist dreams.
That skull one is pretty awesome. All right, we are going to go with the Factory. 2 minutes and 38 seconds is average time. World record setting pace, 1 minute and 19 seconds. For the Spooky Friends, 2 minutes and 33 seconds is average time, and 52 Nicks set the record for Spooky Friends with 1 minute and 31. So let's jump in there and see how we do.
Do I just do exclamation point play? Boop. E30G says, biggest perk of working from home is my sock usage has gone down drastically. I hate sock laundry. I hate sock laundry too, but I have to use socks every day because if I don't, my feet instantly smell disgusting.
Can confirm.
Yeah, like when we first started dating, I never wore socks, and he was just like, your feet are the most disgusting things.
They stunk all the time, and they're always so fucking dirty.
Yeah. So now I wear
like
socks
Hobbit,
all the time.
I
wear socks all the time because I can't not wear socks.
All right, we only have 13 marbles right now. Suck a Fool over there on YouTube. You have to switch to Twitch. This game only works with chat commands from Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Scaryish
And it's totally
Podcast.
free. Totally
free. You can sign up for a Twitch account if you already have a Twitch account. The channel is twitch.tv/Scaryish Podcast. I'm going to set this timer at 45 seconds, and we'll see what happens between now and then. Did you already join in?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you're at the top. Okay, cool.
And if you folks have Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime is included with your Amazon Prime, and if you link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account, it's totally free to connect the two, and you get extra perks with Twitch Prime, including a free subscription every month. And that subscription, you can sub to us, you can sub to whatever channel that you guys want to, but it's just like $5 that Jeff Bezos is not going to miss. So
yeah, he keeps it unless you spend it.
Yeah.
All right, we got 7 seconds between now and the start of the race. Only 14 this time instead of 15. We lost one person. R.I.P. That's sad. So here we go. We're going to get this thing started and see what happens. It's a long track, but it's not that bad.
Geeky Gorgeous says, do you guys have a sock from one pair go missing? I have like 5 socks sitting on the dresser right now that don't have mates. They're all so lonely. Yeah, they constantly go missing. But my socks are also very tiny because they're the little ones for flats, so they're like this big, so they always just disappear.
I took off the front panel of our of our dryer the other day, and we didn't have any
socks in there.
I was very disappointed. All right, Woo Scaryish is currently in the lead, but that changes very quickly with this track. It's shocking that there's those things up there, but this is actually the deadliest part of this track because you can actually fall backwards. Like if you just hit it at the worst time. Like E30G just did. R.I.P. E30G. That rhymed. And 911 Girl.
Glitch says, I see that. Mail him if you play Call of Duty. He has perks for Twitch Prime users. You do?
I do.
You do drops?
But the drops are currently disabled because there's not one running.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, I did get drops given to me. I think pretty much every streamer did, to be honest with you. But they basically...
If they're affiliates, right?
If they're affiliates. They basically ran it, and then I didn't get it until, like, the last day. While me and Robin are battling it out to see who's going to win.
Oh, dead.
I tried to take a goddamn shot.
Am I still alive?
It didn't work.
Nope.
Robin didn't make it. Cat Beatrix didn't make it. So at least there's a good company if you wind up in hell like us. And the lead is Godwretch. So congratulations, Godwretch. You are benefiting from the fact that we all failed to take a shortcut.
911 girl says, died again.
Alright, I'm going to set up shop right over here while everyone else just zigzags through that. Geeky Gorgeous just passed away as well. I'm not going to say passed away. You were eliminated. Godwretch and ASB Bunny are battling it out for the first spot right now. There's only 8 marbles left, so good
she also said, thanks for trying to make me feel better, Adam.
You're welcome. Alright. The last obstacle is these pulsating rods that can really launch you off the end. 52 nicks record time is going to be safe because Robin and I died. Godwretch is like zigzagging on the outside trying to make it through. And they have succeeded. And I don't think there's any obstacles between that and first place. So congratulations, Godwretch, on winning the second race of the night. Exclamation point merch. Go to that link.
I was like spacing out, like just staring at the screen. I don't even know why.
Exclamation point merch. Go to the screen. God damn it. I hate you so much.
Shit. Sorry.
Exclamation point merch. Click that link. Go to Robin's Kawaii Corner, which is Robin's Etsy shop, and you can check out the Scaryish stickers there. Then email storytime@scaryish.com and let us know which one you would prefer and where we can send it to. So, fun times. Fun times.
I think you wanted to say fun in the sun, but also
I was just going to say fun times.
Oh, okay.
All right. So that is the first win for Godwretch on the season, bringing them up to 5 points. ASB Bunny's at 23, Glitch is at 21. Actually, Phazon breaks double digits and moves into 11. Woo Scaryish is at 12. Fancy Iguana is at 10 now. Squirter's Poppy goes up to 27. Laura Ann still stays at 23. Cat Beatrix, of course, is at 44. And Robin and I are 1 point apart because we're just that close. So, cool. Fun times.
E30G says, when's the Scaryish onesie coming out?
There is one for babies.
There is one for babies, yes. Little baby onesies. If you want one of those. Oh, they also are starting to do dog clothes, too.
Dog clothes?
Yeah.
We got to get those
dog sweaters.
All right, going to go ahead and move us back over to the live view. Move this keyboard out of the way, and then we're going to get to the intro.
Kat says, I want a Scaryish onesie for grown-ups.
Yeah, we got to get those.
It's very limited on the things that we can actually get done with the funds that we have.
This is true. Unless it's offered through one of
unless Teespring has
Teespring
onesies
or any of those
something
things.
like that.
Yeah, it's hard for us to get certain things, but right on. Going to go ahead and mark this and start doing that outro. Boom. So I want to go ahead and thank everyone who sent in their stories this week. We sincerely appreciate you taking the time out of your day to write up an email of something that happened to you or a friend or family member or whatever and sending it to us so that we could share it. It means a lot to us that you would do that. And if you have a story you would like to share, please email storytime@scaryish.com or go to our website, scaryish.com, and click on Contact Us. You can also find us on any of the social medias. I think there's some we're missing, but the big ones were there. Facebook is facebook.com/Scaryish Podcast. Twitter is @ScarayishPod, and Instagram is @Scaryish Podcast. Hit us up on any of those if you would like to send us your story that way. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us monetarily, how can they do so?
You can head on over to patreon.com/Scaryish Podcast. There's a whole bunch of different tiers on there. Tiers start at $1, and the $1 tier gets you ad-free episodes. So if you want no ads, head on over there. It's awesome. We also have a Badge of Honor tier and above, and those actually right now, I have some Mothman charms left. So if you guys want to get your hands on the Mothman charm, I also have Mothman magnets that are going to get sent out a little later as well. So lots of gifts going out for patrons right now.
Yeah, basically the last of those Mothman keychains will go to the newest members who sign up at the Badge of Honor tier or above. So I know some people have sent us messages like, hey, if I sign up right now, do I still get it?
Yeah.
Yes, you still get it. If it's the Badge of Honor tier or above, you will get that until supplies run out. And we have some left, like Robin said. I think there's one more thing that I interrupted you on, so
I don't remember.
Going.
And then you can go to ko-fi.com/Scaryish Podcast, and those are one-time donations. All your donations go to helping us upgrade our studio setup, keep us going, keep us motivated to keep making content, and help us actually have more time in our day to make more content for you guys, and design new merch and cool stuff like that. So thank you so much to everyone who's donated in the past and will donate in the future. Thank you.
Indeed. Thank you to everyone who watches the episodes live and listens to the episodes not live. We love all of you equally. You mean so much to us. The support we get from this is just amazing, and we can never say it enough. I know we say this every episode, but thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So that's just about everything we have for Storytime number 129, I think it was. So Robin, go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.